Well, now the light's off. The little yellow light? Okay.
So what I need and what I'm requesting from this group is a huge round of applause to welcome them to Fremont, okay? So when he walks in, I'll do my introduction as well. So come on in, Brent. Big hands. Over the last year, I met him at Mega Camp before he became a team leader. He ran a team out of Remax, right?
Right.
How many agents from your team before you came over?
We had about 12 of us.
Okay. Yeah. 12 agents, and what was the most transactions you guys did in a year?
Our record was 429 in 05 at the peak of the market. Almost 168 million of his count.
I'll tell you, when he was up there on stage, he really won everyone's heart. Very genuine guy. He's got a lot of information to share with you guys today. And I completely and immediately connected with him, and I just thought he's a great guy, and I'm excited to have him here. So again, big round of applause for Brent Gove.
It's great to be here today. I'm excited to be with you guys. You guys are the ones who took time out of your schedule to get better. And I think we'll turn the music down a little bit, but I was always going to this stuff. I'm just always trying to improve myself. Who knows what the biggest room in the world is? Anybody? It's the room for improvement. And who here, no, it's kind of corny, but what the heck. Who here is, man, you have arrived, you're as good as it's going to get. I mean, stand up will beat you up right now, okay? I mean, how many of us could be a better father, better mother, better friend, better lead generator, better at your listing presentations? Always learn. A friend of mine has been in real estate for about, I don't know, 10 years now. He's making $700,000-800,000 a year. He lives in his 5,000 square foot home on a gated community. And he's like, why do you constantly go to seminars? Why are you always reading books? And because you can teach that stuff, and I do lots of seminars. But you know what? Everyone write this down. I am a student of this business. Write that down. Are you a student? I guarantee you, the top athletes study. You ever heard about Joe Montana back in the day? He's watching game film. He's studying the business. Tiger Woods, swing coach. Phil Mickelson, swing coach. I mean, they take this stuff serious. They have coaches. They watch it again and again and again. Slow that down. And they're trying to perfect what they do. And then we wonder why we go out and go on a listing presentation and lose to a Coldwell Banker agent or a Contempo agent or whatever, or a fellow Keller Williams agent. How much effort did you put into your listing presentation? How much effort did you put into converting a sign call or an internet lead? And I applaud you guys. I'm singing to the choir here. You guys are the ones who are here. I'm a quote guy. I love quotes. Let me give you a couple quotes. Number one, does this describe your life? The most powerful weapon on earth is the human soul on fire. Yep, that's me. Woo! Woke up this morning with a goal. I knew exactly what I was going to do. Man, I didn't like climb, just kind of slither out of bed. I bounced out of bed, you know? I was focused. I was goal-oriented. I was an on-purpose person. Does that describe your life? Are you purposeful? I mean, do you have passion, dedication, and complete crystal clarity on what it is you're doing? And today you can. By the end of today, I believe you can. And you should be that way. And well, I've set goals before, and I've hit some, and I've not. Set them again, and set them again. Man, I succeeded. I became the #2 RE/MAX agent in California out of 10,000. Again, who's counting? Frank Blue in San Jose beat me. He was the #1 agent in 05. But because I'm probably the biggest failure in this room. I fail all the time. I'm just swinging the bat, but I sell homes like in my sleep. How would you like to just sell homes all the time and have it be totally normal? I mean, I have literally on my personal team, I work maybe 2 hours a week. How many can handle 2 hours a week? You know how much business my little team? I really have about 6 agents who do a little selling on my team and my assistant, about 30 million. And 2 hours a week, I was on autopilot. How would you like to get to that point? And I would go to these seminars, Mike Ferry, by referral only, Brian, oh God, I forgot something. Thank you, Buffini. Craig Proctor, oh, he just wants your money. And you know what? I flew to Toronto, and I gave him, I probably paid Craig Proctor $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 of my money. But I've made millions. And I know if you read the blogs, oh, he just wants to get in this program, and then he's got this program, and he's just got this program. You know what? I'm a fool. I paid for that program, and I paid for this one, and I paid for that one, and I've made millions. And Craig Proctor's the real deal. These guys, every one of them, they're not Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry, they're not out there. You know, of course, they're in the training business. They're going to charge you. They want to make money too. We all want to make money. It's okay for them to want your money. And they try to bring the, if you were them, would you just kind of do whatever product you had, or would you give your best? They're giving their best, but some people look at things with a negative light and some a positive light. Today I want to challenge you to open your mind to what I'm going to say. And some of you were in my class last time, and some of you went out and tried to open house. Well, it doesn't work around here. I got people in Sacramento who says it doesn't work around here. And we go out and kill it every single weekend. I mean, kill it with a capital K. I had somebody the other day says, well, you know, you just haven't been out there in a while right now that you're a team leader. You and Jonathan, you're out of touch. You know, we're in the trenches. You know what I mean? Give me a break. And so I went out, and in about 2 hours, picked up 14 killer buyer leads between, I'd say, anywhere between $400,000 and $500,000. Is that a good use of 2 hours of my time? Yes. Cost for those leads? What would you pay for on a pay-per-click? And I'm all for pay-per-click. I'm not against it. And website optimization, do it all. But what would you pay for 14 killer leads between $400,000 to $500,000? That you'd met, shaken hand with, smiled at, exchanged information, totally like hit it off to where they gave you their information. What would that cost you on the open market? 25% referral fees. Let's multiply that out. You know, for me, it was all free. So today I'm going to teach you about the most important part of your business, lead generation. You are all ready, willing, and able. And you all do a good job. You're a beautiful group. But how many think you can use some more listing leads? How many can use some more buyer leads? And then what do you do when you get them? So we're going to talk about that. Here's another quote for you. Ready? The secret to success lies hidden in your daily routine. And by the way, I believe that's the most powerful quote I've ever heard in my life. That quote, not the buck stops here. Great quote. And there's many great quotes. I heard a guy, it says, if you give a man a handout, you rob him of his dignity. And if you rob a man of his dignity, you rob him of his destiny. That was Zig Ziglar quote right last night. So that was really powerful, you know. And but the most powerful quote I've ever read is this one: the secret to success lies hidden in your daily routine. What do you do daily with your teenage daughter? Well, my relationship's horrible with her. I know it's horrible with her. What do you do with her? Well, I don't do anything. Well, maybe you should daily have a goal to sit down and have a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, or go somewhere she likes, hang out at Borders Books. What do you do daily with your husband or your wife? Well, I don't do anything daily. How's the marriage? Not very good. We're growing apart from each other. Why are you growing apart from each other? You're spending time together, okay? I mean, my gosh. I've been out of the gym for about 6 months, and I've enjoyed winter, okay? So my daily activities, and I talked to a guy on the way here, and he just dropped 30 pounds, and he's been in the gym 5 days a week, and eating right, and he's feeling great, and he just went from like 235 to 193. He's like, I'm feeling great, and I'm like, nah. I said, okay, Jay, tomorrow, man, I'm there. But isn't it true, a daily routine? Who do you prospect daily for leads? For sellers, like, well, I don't really have a goal to do that, so therefore I just kind of get what comes my way. And lately, not a whole lot's been coming my way. That's why you need to be a heat-seeking. Don't be shy. It's okay. Just squeeze through. Just up here and around over here. You can be a heat-seeking missile. I mean, you are purposeful. Probably the best, and then we'll get into lead generation. The best explanation I've ever heard of it was this. Zig Ziglar says, archers Howard Hill, turn of the century, so famous he can get the bullseye every time. They have old black and white footage. Remember that old silent film? And they show this guy hitting bullseyes with a bow and arrow. And they had turkey shoots back in the day. You put up your 25 bucks, which is a lot of money back then. And he was so good. He went every time. As soon as they heard he entered the contest, nobody else would put their money up. Because you're essentially giving your money to Howard Hill. And make a long story short, he was so good he could hit the bullseye, then pull another arrow out, and hit the back of the arrow he hit the bullseye with, and split that arrow in half all the way down the middle. Actual footage of this guy. He was like the Venus and Serena Williams of tennis, or he was a Michael Jordan of basketball. That's what he was to archery. They say there's never been a guy with his kind of a hand-eye coordination ever since. It's like once every 100 years. It's a big deal. And Zig Ziglar says, I could have every one of you shooting the bow and arrow better than him with about 1 minute of training. Oh, come on, what's the catch? He says, well, provided we blindfolded Howard Hill and spun him around and around, and then let the games begin. And of course, someone says, well, that's ridiculous, Zig. I mean, how can the man hit a target he cannot see? Can I write on this?
Yes, as long as it's not
Not a Sharpie, okay. We have, here's something down here. Got one, a yellow one. That'll work. It's a Sharpie. Permanent. Alright, I actually would have told you I need some of these. This will work. So you. We'll skip the illustration. We'll get some for now. We'll do some.
Downstairs in my office.
Okay. Where?
The paper's got it up.
Pink one?
Easel.
Oh, the paper, the easel.
Oh yeah, I guess I could use the eagle. Alright, I'll use the eagle. So basically you think, well, that's ridiculous, Zig. How can the man hit a target he can't see? Right? I mean, if he doesn't know what direction he is, chances are he could shoot here, 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 here. How do you think if he was truly blindfolded and couldn't see that target, you could shoot better than Howard Hill? Anybody here? Let me see hands.
Yeah.
Come on. Everybody in the whole room, right? Well, Zig Ziglar says precisely, how can you hit a goal you don't have? How can you hit a target you don't have? You're either a meaningful specific or a wandering generality. Everyone write that down. I am a meaningful specific. Write that down. I am a meaningful. What that means is you're a goal setter. You're a hate-seeking missile. You are so focused you bounce out of the bed in the morning and you stay up late and you're excited, but you have goals for all areas of your life.
A red point or a blue point?
Perfect. We're good to go. We're good to go. They asked me what I needed. I did not tell them drive markers. I wasn't going to use it, but that's the problem with my personality. I change pegs. So you've got to be focused on goals. So let's get on down the road here and talk a little bit about lead generation. And to do that, I want to share with you my experience in the deal. And my experience was I got in real estate 14 years ago because I needed to make a few extra bucks. Anybody like that? A friend of mine, Darren, says, you'd be great at this. You'd make some great money. And so I said, oh yeah, how's it work? He says, well, most homes run about $80,000 to $90,000 a house here in Sacramento. You get 3%. It's almost $3,000, and then you're on a 50-50 split, so you get half. You get like $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 every time you sell a house. Now, how many of you be excited if that's what you earned every time you sold a house right now, right? Holy Toledo, no way! And me, I go, sounds good to me. I can use an extra 13, 14, 15, and that's why I got into real estate, to sell one house a month and make an extra $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 a month to kind of help out with the household income. And then guess how well I did? I got in, I sold 2, 3, 4 homes that first fall. I didn't even sell a lot of homes. The next year, without much training, I ended up doing 18, and then I went to 28 homes, and then I ended up going to 48 homes in about my 4th year. Is that pretty good? Yep. So I went to 48 homes. And then I got frustrated because the stars were, I was, making about $350,000 a year at the time. And the stars were doing 60, 70 homes a year. 60 to 70 homes a year. And I was doing 48. Now, do you think they had a different set of information?
Yeah.
But there's one guy in the whole company out of, at the time, about 700 agents in Sacramento. And guess what? He was doing 180 homes a year. Is that a chunk of homes?
Yeah.
180. So, what I knew, people looked up to me at 48. That's like one a week. I mean, every week, all year, just selling homes every week. Selling homes every week. But most people just call it a day. But to me, I'm going, hey, Jonathan's doing 80 deals and I'm doing 48. He's almost doubling me. if he can do it, he may be a good-looking Filipino, you know. And he doesn't he look good? He always looks good. I got here and I just go, crap, he looks great again, you know. And I don't wear suits, okay. But anyways, so. But I go, if he can do it, I can do it. I got this sick mentality. If you can do it, I can do it. Okay. So back it up. So I decided to go to work for someone who knew more than I did, and I decided to go to work for the guy doing 180. Worked for him for a year or two on a 50-50 split. I was willing to take $150,000, $175,000 a year pay cut to get his set of information, his blueprints, because his information is cranking out 180 homes. He's earning over $1 million a year annual income, and he's living in the nicest neighborhood we have in Sacramento called Las Lagos. And it's built by this Greek guy. All nice neighborhoods are built by Greek people, and notice that. And there's Black Hawk and Walnut Creek or whatever. But so every home's on 2 acres, and every home's like 8,000 square feet, and that's where Tom lived. And so I met with Tom because I was going to go to work for him and be his buyer's agent at a 50, and he was excited, but he dropped the F-bomb 300 times in about 3 minutes. I mean, I've never heard a guy cuss this much. It just wasn't a fit for me. Whatever, I'm not a saint, but I don't swear that much. And he was excited. I go, man, this guy was upset. I couldn't imagine. I found out later he'd been thrown out of every title company in Sacramento for cussing out the staff, people, clients, and F you. And literally, I mean, I go, not my mentor, okay? Just, you become like those you hang out with. And if they're doing drugs, you're going to